Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the Furs channel, just coming at you with another video, and today we're going to unbox another action figure as usual, and we're doing another McFarlane DC Multiverse, and this is a Batman figure, which we know McFarlane, he's pretty big on doing lots of Batman figures as always. This one I was kind of on the fence on, but not realizing it until I dusted off my shelf. I was dusting my Superman and Batman shelf, and I was like, oh, I got the McFarlane Hush Superman, and they released this Hush Batman, which is a Hush 2. So I was like, well, maybe I'm going to go and get it. And of course, the Target over by where I work, the prices on the McFarlane figures, not the larger collector edition boxes, but the regular ones, they were all $24.99. So of course I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and get it. So I did. So let's check it out. Alright guys, and here we are. We have the new Batman Hush 2 figure from McFarlane, and looking at the back artwork, we got some Batman business there on the back, which kind of looks like it might be some Jim Lee artwork. Which Jim Lee's DC artwork, it's very noticeable, and it's noticeable in the fact that you're like, oh, that's Jim Lee's work. And as we know, he did a lot of X-Men stuff, and then he did Wildcats at Image. Went back to DC, and I don't know if he's done anything else with Marvel or not, but I know a lot of his DC work with Unchained Superman, and I think it was a lot of the Superman books, and I think he might have did some Justice League too. Not Justice League 2, but just Justice League. So I was trying to think. I used to have some of his first artwork with Marvel. I believe it was an Alpha Flight issue. I forgot what number it was. I'm sure we could find it somewhere on the old internets, but yeah, always been a fan of Jim Lee. Of course, he got real big when he did work on Uncanny X-Men. And then he did that X-Men run before he went to Image with Todd McFarlane. So a lot of nonsense there, not going anywhere with it. But the box here is our typical McFarlane stuff. Not much on the side. The front looks like we got a pair of hands, 2 batarangs, usual stand, and a card. So not a whole lot in here. And one thing with all the batarangs I've ever gotten from McFarlane with his Batmans, they're not really set up with hands that can hold them very well. So, but popping this one out, we will see if they work with it or not. We'll kind of go from there. So, but let's check it out. All right, guys. So we got Batman out of the box, and pulling this one out immediately, I was noticing the cape, and in hand so far, I really like the way the cape looks with this one. Also, we got our 2 fists, and like I said, we had the batarangs here, and the stand, and then the card, which we'll go ahead and see. Y'all know how slow I am at reading here, so let's go ahead and check out and see what it says on the back of the card. Batman Hush 2, data file. Real name, Bruce Wayne. As a child, Bruce Wayne watched as his parents were brutally killed in Gotham City's crime alley. Traumatized about their deaths, he devoted his life to becoming the world's greatest weapon against crime, the Batman, to become the ultimate vigilante. The Dark Knight disciplined his mind, his body to reach the pinnacle of mental physical superiority and his relentless pursuit of justice. Pretty nice. Same as on the back of the the box there. That sounded kind of familiar, like we've read that before. Maybe there was one that was kind of similar to that. So, but like I said, not a whole lot of goodies in here, but just looking at this Batman, the only thing when I'm looking at it that I really don't care for too much, other than I care for a lot of this Batman looks really good, but the way the neck is right in there, it just looks kind of like it's not quite connected, I guess. So, but with this Batman, I gotta put my glasses back on again, freaking stupido. So it is very limited. So basically, this Batman that you're getting, the neck is connected to the head, like totally connected. There's no movement in it. He's like almost like Batman from '89 in that suit that he had to wear. So you're not going to get, and it looks weird when he goes down, because it's like his neck goes down right there at the shoulders. So that is a little bit strange and different. So that's a bit of a negative. So if that bugs you, then you're really not going to like this figure with that look there. But other than that, all the same old stuff, all pins, double jointed toe bends, the biz, hands, the gripping hands straight out of the box, and we got the bat emblem, which kind of resembles this bat emblem. And I can't remember which version of Batman this one was, if it was, man, I can't remember the name of the comic book. If y'all remember, just let me know. But it's got that same look there with the bat emblem. This one's a little bit bigger, but this figure size wise is a little bit bigger. It's even taller, and this one's on a stand, so I don't know if you can see that very well there. We'll try to put it there, but yeah, this one is substantially bigger than some of our other Batmans, which I've always liked this one. But this one, just the colors, I don't know, man, I really like it. It looks good. Even the belt looks nice, a nice color, almost like a greenish, brownish kind of color. And we're going to see that batarangs going to fit in his hand there. Like I said before, a lot of them, they just don't hold too well, or they're just really loosey-goosey. So put that in there. And this one's kind of the same as the other ones. It's very loosey-goosey in there. As you can see, it is holding it though. So, and the back side of the cape is black, which is interesting. Is that black? Oh, it's kind of a navy blue. Maybe it is black. So, I don't know. I like the way the figure looks. The neck thing is a little annoying, kind of strange. But yeah, $24.99 for the way prices are on these figures now. It's not too bad to me. So we'll see if we can't get him on the stand here. See how that's going to work out for us. So yeah, we've been a little few and far between on doing any unboxings on the channel here lately, because honestly, I've still been working on building my wife's chicken coops and the run. I don't know if you have chickens, but my wife has fancy chickens and regular chickens. So I had to build 2 chicken coops and then a run, which come to find out after I built the run, then she wanted it split in the middle, or a little more than halfway, to give the bigger chickens more room and whatever, and put a door in there and all this crap. And I'm just like, oh, which I'm not mad at her for it at all. It's just like it's never done. It's like something else. So, but man, it's been taking up a lot of my free time. So just don't have a lot of time for extra stuff on the weekends. Today everyone's kind of out of the house, so here we are doing the video, obviously, because I even told my wife, she was wanting me to go with her, and I was kind of like, you know, I haven't really been able to just sit around the house. And the kids, well, my daughter went with her, and my son went to his friend's house, which I didn't really want him to go. And my oldest son, he's at his real dad's, I'm his stepdad, real dad's house for the weekend. So the house is empty, so I was like, well, let's do it. And then while we're standing here looking at this phenomenal figure, I had one question for you guys. The way the lighting is right now, just comment down below, is this okay? Because I've kind of gone back and forth on this, and like I've looked at it so many times, I don't know, they all look like shit to me, so I don't know. So, but yeah, just comment down below, tell me what you think. Also, comment down below, what do you think about this figure? Are you picking this one up? There hadn't been a plentiful amount of them on the shelves. There was like one, like this whole wave of Batmans that came out at Target, there was like one of each one, the Bethlehem, this one, and the other ones I can't remember which ones they were. And so, and the Bethlehem did look cool with the trench coat and stuff, but I just couldn't bring myself to get another Batman like that I'm just kind of like, I just really don't want that one that much, and I don't have much of a care for it. Now, McFarlane, I haven't heard yet, which I haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention in YouTube land, and toy YouTube land, is one I'd really like to get is Absolute Batman. So I'm sure, I would think before he's done, he would do an Absolute Batman, just because if you think about back whenever he first started DC Multiverse, doing the figures, he did a lot of the metal stuff, and that's kind of stuff kind of reminds me a little bit of the way Absolute kind of looks a little bit. So I would think that he would probably give us one. I don't necessarily need the Absolute Superman, which I'd probably buy it if I saw it, or Absolute Wonder Woman. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Did you read any of the Absolute stuff? I myself kind of started with just Absolute Batman. I picked up Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and it was kind of one of them deals where it just. I read a little bit of the Batman, the first couple issues, and kept picking them up, and then Absolute, and it was just like a little pile up by the bed, and then once you know it starts getting dust on it, you let it sit there too long, and I don't know. I sat on it so long, I just kind of just never did it. So I've got the books; they're in my safe. So I have not read any of the other ones. So, but while we're here, before we bounce out of here, I do have the Hush Superman that I've had for a while, which surprisingly didn't even know that I had it. So now we have the Batman and Superman from Hush. I don't know if this one was Hush 2. I think it was that first Hush deal. So I don't remember. I opened the box so long ago. And this one's a little dusty. Like I said, I have been doing a little dusting in my downstairs, and man, I would dust, and I would like almost have the shelf kind of done, and I would kind of try to not have to take all the figures down and kind of work in between them, and just that one figure, and it would fall, and then there's other shelf below it, and then all it's just, man. So it's just one of them deals where you gotta dust, but you don't want to, because you know it's going to be an ordeal. So one thing about this Hush Superman though, didn't really like ever, is the body and everything is a typical business. We got the hard plastic cape. It did have the big S on the back, but the skin tone is just strange to me. It's hard to explain. It's almost like Living Dead, kind of zombie-ish skin tone, I guess. But the body on this one, the legs aren't, they look a lot thicker. That first almost classic Superman we got, he had a pretty good build, but he had the single joints and the skinny little legs and the weird ankles. So, but yeah, that's kind of it there. Not much else to say. Not a whole lot in the box. Hopefully we can get some good poses out of this thing, and get a few pictures and all that kind of good stuff at some point, and see him on the shelf, let him collect a little dust like the other ones. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. That is the Hush 2 Batman, and just like I think I said it before, just let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I think the next couple of videos we might do, and at some point there are going to be some wrestling and maybe some He-Man stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any of the He-Man stuff because they've been out for so long, but we've done other ones that have been out for a while and just checked it out and let you know if you should pick it up, get a good deal on it. So have a good one.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly. They hate us because they ain't us. That's a great saying, okay?
Hate us because they ain't us!
They hate us because they ain't us.